Yes, it is outreach day. Okay, I'm super excited. We were supposed to meet by 7 a.m., but as you can see, it's a rainy Saturday morning. So I just assumed 1 hour of grace. I know, right? They're already calling me, but I'll get there in a bit. So we're on our way. Rural Nurture Initiative basically is an NGO, and we work towards sustainable rural development in Nigeria. We've had like 3-4 outreaches. I've been a part of 2. I've been with them since more or less inception at 2019, but 2020 I wasn't that involved because I had a lot more to do. That doesn't sound right. 2020 I wasn't as involved as I should have been. It was lockdown year for everybody, so we're back on the road. It's our first outreach in 2021, so I'm excited. It's an oral health outreach right here within the city of Ibadan, but of course it's still a rural community. We take so much from them, so let's do something to give back, right?
So why are you saying a prayer for my skin? Because honey, let me find something else I can brag about with my full chest while we are on our way. Yes, Rural Nurture Initiative, our NGO, we have achieved so much within such a short time. I mean, we started in 2019 February, and since then, we have kept the ball rolling thanks to the support of some rare individuals. You can head over to our website and get more information. You can also find out how you can be a part of it. And you can also check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and for now, not Twitter. Anyway, so bragging moments. We emerged the grant winner of Union Bank's Enabling NGOs for Success initiative. That was in 2019. And of course, the grant we won for Oyo State helped a lot in 2020. It was a pandemic year. A lot of people needed help, needed aid, and we were able to come through one way or the other. And then the best part for me is that we are all young people. We may not have made the $1 billion, it may not be that $1 billion foundation, but in our little ways, we find a way to come through for the less privileged, and it's the fulfillment for me. It's the fulfillment that comes from doing something that is not about you. So it's about giving back. We have had the Educator Rural Child Outreach, where we supported rural children in getting back to school. We often have health sensitizations and a medical checkup. We got selected as one of the 14 NGOs to receive support from the Lagos Food Bank. And of course, through RNI's Rural Social Welfare Project, we were able to distribute relief materials. We've had other charitable and goodwill outreaches. Today, though, happens to be the Health for Rural Oral Health Outreach. That was a mouthful. I bet you can't say that 5 times. Yes, RNI's Health for Rural Oral Health Outreach. So let's go, okay? This was me most of the time. I was behind the camera. So you're not likely to find me in action aside from some rare footage which was captured by our head of logistics or the photographer himself. Let's go.
Okay, right now we are joined by the head of welfare and logistics, but it's great to have you here. He's the one in charge of all our movement and everybody's welfare. So we came from, this is still Ibadan, right?
Yeah, this is Ibadan.
Where are we now?
We're in Laono village, Oloruntedo community.
So
Soka in Ibadan.
Okay,
As in Beda local government.
wow, he knows his stuff. Head of logistics.
Wow.
So we came all the way from UI down here to this community, Laono village, right?
Yeah, Laono.
So what was the journey coming here like?
The journey was a bit rough actually. There was a heavy downpour this morning, and that really messed a lot of things up. However, for the travel time, it took us an average of about 1 hour due to some stopovers and that we had on the road. It wasn't so much of a journey though. It was a bit stressful, and due to the category of the bus we took.
What do we call it here in IB?
How do you call it?
This kind of buses in IB.
I don't know what they call it.
But our trademark.
It is our trademark. In Lagos, you have Danfo, in Ibadan we have Mikra, but this type of buses, I don't know the head they call them.
But they're rugged, and
yeah,
that's what
rugged,
brought us here.
That thing entered water, entered lowland.
We crossed many rivers.
I mean, we literally passed through muddy areas due to the heavy downpour. The road was slippery, and well, the bus did the work,
right, we survived, we came out. So we're going to be here for how long, and welfare packages for us? I mean, head of welfare and logistics.
Oh, for welfare packages, let me reserve that.
Really?
For how long? Yeah,
I'll drag it to you, but go on.
For how long? For an average of 1 hour to 2 hours,
okay,
depending on how fast we can attend to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have our health project coordinator here in person of Ayodeji Oladimeji. It's the oral health outreach. Can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, so thank you, John. The outreach is about oral health, so that we can have a community that is sensitized about their oral health. Based on fact from WHO in 2016, we have almost 4 billion people who have been infected with oral disease, and when you take a critical look of majority of people live in the rural community, and if as of 2016 4 billion people are been infected with that disease, it tells you that the bulk of them must have come from the rural community. So that makes it expedient that we have an outreach like this. So it's important.
What do we hope to achieve at this oral health?
Via this, we hope to achieve a more sensitized community that will be oral disease free. And they are going to. We have to even one key thing here is we've actually brought the service to them. One of their peculiarities is because they are diserviced, they don't have access. The issues we experienced before getting to this place. So the majority of them will find it difficult to go to the nearest healthcare center. But then the services that they are
coming to them.
So we hope to achieve a more sensitized community.
Okay, so we'll be sensitizing them.
We are going to sensitize them about their oral health.
Okay.
At the same time, there will be a session where consultancy will be given.
Okay.
So people are maybe there are myths or misconception that this is just a normal thing, but we have people on ground, the dentists on ground, who are going to tell them this is against what you think and all of that. So now the outcome is going to be that they are being treated, and another thing is they will become more sensitized about their oral health.
So it's mainly sensitization and consultation.
And there are products that will be given to them as well.
Right. So obviously, all success.
Amen. Thank you
the oral
so
health
much.
outreach. Ayodeji Oladeji, the health project coordinator.
Thank you. Shemotibo. Thank you.
Okay, we have with us the executive director of Rural Nurture Initiative, Mrs. soon-to-be Dr. Damilola Olajubutu. Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay. Of course, a lot has been going on here on the outreach grounds. Would you say it has met your expectations so far?
Yeah, really. It's actually because prior to coming to this community, we're here actually for an advocacy visit, where we kind of did a little survey to understand the peculiarity in the community and ascertain a need for this kind of outreach. you know. And I remember when we got to Launo village, you know, the ballet was like, oh yeah, we actually have this particular boy. He's been having, pains in his teeth, and you know, for us that was like, yeah, we should actually do this, and this is the right community. And even upon interacting with other community,
okay, Idi on duty. Sorry.
So upon interacting with the community members, you know, they made us understand much more that there's a need for such outreach in this community. So we were able to reach out to Colgate to put this together, you know, and so we could actually sensitize people on oral hygiene and cavity prevention, because and also we've been able to bring doctors on site.
Of course, RNI is not doing this alone. We are partnering with Colgate, and we have a representative, Dr. Udoji's Success. Nice to have you here with us. What do you hope to achieve with this partnership, Colgate and Rural Nurture Initiative?
Well, first of all, thank you, and I want to appreciate the CEO and everyone in RNI. And then also want to appreciate my team, the members that are here with us right now. Why we are partnering? You know, there is the need for oral health awareness in rural areas, because we have come to the notice that even in the urban areas, people still have certain problems and challenges, but there are very few people who are well learned and aware about how to take care of their mouth and the rest of it. And then the essence of partnering with Colgate. You know, Colgate, we have been on the outreach program to the communities for a while, and we're trying to push our product we have presently that we've been using for a while, however, but we want to make it more to the limelight, bring it more to the limelight, and that's the MCT. Okay? We call it the Protect Max Anti-Caries, maximum cavity protection, and it's the toothpaste rather, is used to prevent caries, holes, cavities in the tooth, and that is what we are targeting.
Why are we targeting these rural communities? What do you hope to achieve by targeting these rural communities?
Oh, great! One, bringing Colgate to this particular part of the state, which is the rural area. I'm sure that not everybody and not so many people know about Colgate. Number two, to create more awareness on the need for a good oral hygiene and preventing cavities from occurring in the tooth, you understand? And then we want to also, teach people specifically, teach them how to brush, when to brush, what to do.
So a lot of sensitization going on.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Udoji Success.
Thank you.
From Colgate, Nigeria. Okay, how would you say it's going so far? Any challenges, any successes you have marked?
Okay, I'll start with the successes, then I'll move to the challenges. Okay, so far there's been a good turnout, and though we expected more people. Okay, so far we've attended to over 92 children and over 76 adults. So, but then we're still looking out, because prior to the outreach, we actually wrote letters, and we dispatched letters to the various communities around and inviting them. But then, it rained this morning, so it was a early, morning dew, and it kind of affected people, people coming out and all of that. But then we are still working on community mobilization. So our contact persons are currently helping to mobilize more people, because we really want to be able to reach more people. We want to take this benefit to more people.
All right. Thank you so much for
Real Emma young economy. Emma bought money.
Morning and night. When you wake up in the morning before breakfast, you brush. When you're done with dinner, you brush it again. Then, tó bá ti ń brush yìí, ẹ máa make sure pé òun rinse ẹnu rẹ̀. Tó bá ti fi rinse ẹ̀ kó máa fi lẹ̀. Tó gbogbo àwọn fluoride aṣọ tó wà bẹ̀rẹ̀, ó lè absorb ló máa yẹ. Ọ̀tí ẹ bá ti ń ro ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ẹgbẹ́ lọ sí dental clinic tó bá súnmọ́ yìí. Okay, mo wá sí usage ṣe ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí a máa wà kí ṣeré fún àwọn ọmọ so be brushing twice then tell your dad at night make sure you brush.
Any other outreaches you look forward to this year?
Yes.
2020?
Oh yes, I'm very excited about the next outreach, and that is Project RAS. No, the next outreach is not Project RAS. That's Rural Agro Support Scheme. Okay, so the next outreach is not going to be our health outreach. This current outreach is health for rural. You know, basically, let me just quickly do a kind of rundown of our project at RNI. Okay, so we have Project RAS, the Rural Agro Support Scheme, where we support farmers, you know, with necessary extension advisory services, input support, and all. And then we also have the Health for Rural, which is what we are currently having. And this edition is in partnership with Colgate company. And we also have the rural social welfare. You know, poverty is a major one in Nigeria and Africa at large, and we know that over 80% of the extremely poor are domiciled, they are residents in rural communities. And for us at RNI, we deal with rural people, and we work to alleviate poverty in rural areas. So our rural social welfare project actually targets ending poverty in rural communities. Okay, so we also have the Save Rural Water project. Okay, so last year, you know, we were able to provide water facility for some rural communities. So at Agele village, actually, we were able to make well water available, and that project also earned us the Union Rise Challenge. You know, what we did to help people rise during the COVID-19 lockdown. You know, that's water project. You know, we're able to make water available for people and to help cushion the effect of the pandemic, you know, in rural communities. And finally, we have the Educate Rural. Yeah, that's Educate Rural is targeted towards ensuring quality and affordable education in rural communities. So very soon we'll be unveiling. We've had some projects in that area in Osun State. Yeah, I think 2019 we're in Osun State for our Educate Rural project, and where we are able to help over 50 rural children get back to school. And for us, it was really an exciting one, because we were able to make tremendous impact in that rural school.
Finally, I mean, we've had a whole day of oral health outreach. What are your final thoughts and recommendations?
Okay, so my final quote is the need for more collaborations to really, when it comes to the development of rural communities, there is need for people working together, organizations and individuals, you know, coming together to making this a reality. If Africa is going to develop, it's going to be developed by Africans. So we as Africans, we as Nigerians, you know, we have a major role to play in the development of our community. Everybody say cheese! Everybody say yes!
So we're done, we're clearing up now, and it was super successful and yeah, productive. Don't wait till you have 1 billion to give back to society.